Hi, welcome back to my channel. Do you ever feel isolated or alone in life? Do you feel that no one understands you or shares your values and beliefs? If so, you're not alone. There are many people who feel this way, and it can be difficult to know what to do about it. However, it's important to remember that you are not worthless or unwanted. You may feel alone sometimes, but it's important to remember that you were called by God for a reason. He has a plan for your life and has given you unique gifts and abilities to accomplish His mission. One of the challenges that God's chosen ones face is the need to learn to rely solely on God for guidance and strength. As believers, it's important to recognize that we will be tested at some point in our faith journey. Sometimes God allows us to walk alone in order to prepare us for something greater in the future. Discipline from God is a crucial aspect of our spiritual journey. It is through discipline that we are corrected and redirected when we stray from His path. Being separated from others can be a challenging and lonely experience, but it's important to remember that this separation is often necessary for our spiritual growth and development. When we are separated from others, we are forced to rely on God for strength and guidance. This can lead to a deeper relationship with God and a better understanding of our purpose in life. We would love to hear how God has worked in your life through this message. Your feedback is very important to us, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Additionally, being separated from others can give us time for introspection and self-reflection, allowing us to identify areas for improvement and personal growth. During times of separation, it's crucial to stay connected to God through prayer and meditation. By seeking God's guidance, we can navigate the challenges we face and find comfort in His presence. Furthermore, maintaining connections with other believers through regular communication and fellowship can help alleviate feelings of loneliness and provide emotional support. Remember, although we may face periods of separation in life, we are never truly alone. God is always with us, and with faith in Him, we can overcome the challenges we face and emerge stronger and more resilient than before. However, it's important to remember that God's discipline is not a punishment, but rather a demonstration of His love and commitment to our growth. It could be because they have a specific mission to accomplish. They are not of this world. They must learn to rely on God. They are being tested, they are being prepared for something greater, or they are being disciplined by God. Whatever the reason, it's important to remember that you are not alone. God is with you, and He will never leave nor forsake you. Trust in His plan for your life and know that He has good plans for you. Hebrews 12:6, For whom the Lord loveth He chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom the Father willeth. Have you ever felt like God's chosen ones walk alone? What helped you get through it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. When we face difficulties or experience setbacks, it is essential to examine our hearts and actions to determine if we have been disobedient or have strayed from God's teachings. This self-reflection allows us to understand the purpose behind the challenges we are facing and the areas where we need to improve. By acknowledging our mistakes and committing to change, we can turn our discipline into an opportunity for growth and transformation. Remember, God's discipline is not a sign of His anger, but an expression of His unwavering love and desire for us to become more like Him. Embrace the journey of self-discovery and strive to align your actions with God's teachings so that you can experience the fullness of His love and favor in your life. This may mean going through a difficult season of life, facing a challenge, or overcoming an obstacle. But these experiences are not meant to harm us. Instead, they are designed to shape us and mold us into the people God wants us to become. Think of the Israelites wandering in the wilderness for 40 years. They faced hunger, thirst, and hardship, but these trials ultimately prepared them to enter the promised land. Similarly, when we face trials and tribulations, they are meant to refine our faith and make us more resilient and adaptable. We may not understand why we are going through a particular experience, but we can trust that God has a purpose for it. By walking through these difficult situations, we are being prepared for a greater opportunity or blessing that awaits us in the future. So instead of fearing the journey, let us embrace it with faith and trust in God's plan for our lives. These tests may come in the form of difficult circumstances, temptations, or doubts. But rest assured that God will never leave nor forsake you. Deuteronomy 8, "And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee, to prove thee, to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or not." During these testing times, it's common to feel alone and afraid. However, we must remember that these tests are a necessary part of our spiritual growth, and they allow God to see the true state of our hearts. By remaining faithful and trusting in God during these tests, we come out of them stronger and more faithful than before. So embrace the journey, trust in God's plan, and remember that He is always with you, even when you feel alone. This can be difficult, especially when we are used to relying on our own abilities and resources. However, this journey of learning to rely on God is an essential part of our growth as believers. It allows us to develop a deeper relationship with God and discover the true source of our strength and wisdom. When we walk alone, we are forced to confront our weaknesses and limitations and acknowledge that we cannot do everything on our own. This realization can lead us to seek God's guidance and support, which ultimately leads to a more intimate connection with Him. Through this process, we learn to trust in God's plan for our lives and have faith in His ability to help us overcome any obstacle. By embracing the journey of walking alone, we can grow in our faith and discover the true meaning of relying on God. Trust in His plan and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and pursue the things He has called you to do. Even if you feel like you're walking alone, know that God is with you and He will equip you for the task ahead. With faith in God and a clear understanding of your purpose, you can confidently move forward on the path He has set for you. So keep your eyes open for the opportunities God will present to you and be prepared to seize them. Don't let the fear of walking alone hold you back from fulfilling your God-given mission. In fact, you are chosen by God and have a special purpose to fulfill. As believers, we are called to be in the world, but not of the world. John 17:14, "I have given them thy word. And the world has hated them because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world." The world often rejects those who walk closely with God because their values and beliefs are different. This can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness, but it's important to remember that we are not truly alone. We have each other, and most importantly, we have God. Although we may face rejection from others, we can find acceptance and belonging within the Christian community and in our relationship with God. Instead of allowing the world's rejection to define us, we should focus on living out our faith boldly and sharing the love of Christ with those around us. Remember, as followers of Christ, we are called to be lights in the darkness, and our unique perspectives and experiences can be a source of strength and encouragement for others who are also struggling to walk in the path of righteousness. So let us draw closer to God and one another and remain steadfast in our faith, knowing that we are not truly alone. In today's video, we will be discussing 7 reasons why God's chosen ones walk alone. Let's dive deeper into the topic now. No. 1. God's chosen ones walk alone because they have a specific mission to accomplish. No. 2. God's chosen ones walk alone because they are not of this world. No. 3. God's chosen ones walk alone because they must learn to rely on God. No. 4. God's chosen ones walk alone because they are being tested. No. 5. God's chosen ones walk alone because they are being prepared for something greater. No. 6. God's chosen ones walk alone because they are being disciplined by God. No. 7. God's chosen ones walk alone because they are separated from other people. In conclusion, there are many reasons why God's chosen ones walk alone. Now, I want to hear from you. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. And if you've been blessed by this video, please share your testimony in the comment section.